everyone, welcome to Crafting is Therapy. Well, my Naturalis Paint collection is growing and I just ordered 3 more because they're so beautiful. I wish the video would show how beautiful they really are. I'd have to get some pretty expensive lighting, I think, in order for that to really show up. But I think on a nice sunny day, when the weather gets a little nicer here, I'll have to go outside because that will definitely do the trick. This is a little box that I made. This is the Red Violet Glow. The embellishment is actually metal, purchased from Michael's, oh gosh, probably 2-3 years ago. And it's just a cardboard box that I painted. I always leave the insides blank. I always worry that things will stick to the paint or whatever sealer I put on. I have another one here. This one is actually Warm Winter Red Violet. The little floral design has the holographic glitter on it, which is, I think, my favorite, besides the lustrous gold green, which is what this is made of. All the colors are gorgeous though, so I'm surprised I actually have a favorite, but maybe it's better to say they're all my favorite because they're all gorgeous. And this here is the Shimmer Black. I did try putting some of the Warm Winter Red Violet on the wings, but you can't really tell. That one's kind of a tough one. But I'm getting ready to make a couple little signs. So I thought these would be perfect to show how the color goes on and what it really looks like. It's just a little plastic plate that I'm pouring on from the Dollar Tree, I believe. But it's pretty simple. I consider these specialty paints, and usually with specialty paints I'll use a fan brush. I have a few varieties. And you don't have to use fan brushes. I just find that it helps them go on better and less streaky. I also do that with glitter type paints. But it's just really pretty. And you don't have to put it on very thick, but you can kind of experiment. This one is, you can see how it changes a little bit with the thickness. I should have made decals for this so I could have completely finished them. These little wood blanks, it's just a piece of, I don't know, it's called plywood rectangles. That's what they are. Picked them up from Hobby Lobby. It just goes on really nice. You don't have to worry about overworking it like with some paints, because it just goes on that smooth. And of course I love to paint on myself too, so. And you can always come back and put on another layer. Turn it in the light so you can see it better. This is the lustrous gold green. Set that to the side. Let's see. Let's go with the accented shimmer. And I always shake them, but you can stir them. I think it's a preference. I don't shake them hard enough that they get air bubbles, which is a plus, because nobody likes air bubbles in their paint. I wouldn't mind putting this one on my car. I have just a standard black on my car, but the way this one is, that would be really pretty on there. Wonder if the company I lease from would mind that. If you can see the red in there. Grab a little bit more. It's really cool. I was on their website just a little bit ago. Naturalispaint.com is their web address, and I noticed that their paint was actually on sale. I limited myself. I gotta watch my craft budget since my hours are really cut at work, but I ordered 3 new colors. Oh, I can't wait. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Just adds a little extra something to any project. And this green, after it's dried, really shimmers. And here I'll grab a regular paintbrush so you can see how that goes on. Another box. I'm not going to paint the whole thing. Most of these, if you plan on actually putting stuff inside these little boxes, only put your paint up so far. I usually take a pencil or even a Sharpie and trace all the way around so that I know where to stop. Because if you paint all the way to the top, I've noticed that they stick. Looks like this one, I painted all the way to the top. And I'm like really pulling on that. See how that is? And you can see where the lid sat. But so if you're actually going to use them to put things in, don't paint all the way up. But if they're just decoration, go ahead and paint the whole thing. Let's see. Let's try this guy here on the box. I actually have another project I did with these. I did my first dot painting with these a couple weeks ago, and that was really fun. But I don't know if you can see. That shimmers in the light. It's just neat to experiment with them. I have a project that I'm working on. I tried it on glass. Painted it black first, of course, because the colors show up the best on black. But see how the brush strokes are more noticeable with a regular paintbrush? Still pretty. I think even with the brush strokes. There, you can see how it is when you put it on thicker. The shimmer. You just go back and smooth it out like that. But I really like this company. Great customer service. I've emailed with them a few times, and they're always willing to answer all my questions. And when I'm starting with a new product, I generally have a lot of questions. So they've been amazing like that. See how that is? It's just pretty. Set that right there. There we go. I'll show you. And I'm really addicted to the Holographic Sparkle. It is seriously the prettiest glitter. So I thought I could put it on top of my dot painting, which was a big mistake. It's definitely an undercoat and then you dot over it. You can see it towards the light. But I also have this. This is a game changer. You can do so many things with this. I've been thinking about trying to make a sign. I remember them from when I was little, back in the 70s and the 80s. That not to give away my age, but it is really fun. It would be fun with black lights. Let me shut my light off and I'll show you what I mean. And I've never used anything like this before, so this was my first time. If you can see. Let me shut my other light off. There, now you can really see it. It's just a really neat experiment, and I have so many ideas brewing in my head. And then this is my other one. This is my second one. But it's just, I can see a lot of Halloween decorations and special event type things where you have certain lighting, and that would help showcase the hidden design. Because what I did with these is I put the glow clear on top of other colors, but it does kind of have its own color too when it lights up, which is really fun to experiment with. And my little striped tray that I use to keep my paint on when I'm not using them. And this is from the Dollar Tree, part of their new crafting selection that they have. Can't go wrong with that. Nice little tray. Granted, my other half could have made me one too, but that one was all ready. Oh, and here is how it is on glass. Now, if you're going to paint on glass, make sure to clean your item with rubbing alcohol first and wipe it dry. Otherwise the paint won't stick, and I didn't do that with this. And I'll show you if I can see the spot right there. You can see my finger through there. And I'll just go over it again with paint and it'll be okay. But yeah, so really fun ideas. You can use it for dot painting. I'm not an artist type painter. I'm more of a craft painter. You'll never see my stuff in a museum, unfortunately, unless there's a craft museum, maybe. But I've seen on the site and stuff a lot of artist type paintings. So pretty much the sky is the limit. If you're an artist or a crafter, you're gonna find a use for this paint. It's just, the colors are just beautiful. But I hope you like this little tutorial, and check out naturalispaint.com and see what all they have to offer. Take care.